Would you sell your memories for 10 billion? Picture this. You're scrolling through Reddit when a post catches your eye. Would you sell all your memories for 10 billion? The headline blares. The description is absurdly simple. Every flash of color, every taste, every heartbreak and victory that you've ever lived, transferred to a secure vault. The company promises you'll still be you just richer than a trillionaire. But once you've sold, your life's soundtrack turns into static. Sounds like a sci-fi nightmare or the plot of a bad sitcom? No, it's a Reddit thread that got 1,000 upvotes in an hour. So I'm a 27-year-old graphic designer who's never needed a lottery ticket. My bank account is tight, but I'm not a hopeless dreamer. The idea of a 10 billion check makes me consider the impossible. I remember how I spent my first 1,000. The cheap pizza that tasted like the world was just a tiny, manageable place. And then I think, if I sold my memories, could I buy back those tiny places? What if every time I'd look back at a memory, I'd feel like I had lost a piece of myself? I decided to experiment with a more realistic version. Would I sell my first heartbreak for $1 million? I posted a short, "Would you sell your first heartbreak for 1 million?" reply, and the comment section exploded. People argued over nostalgia, authenticity, and the ethics of monetizing feelings. Then, one commenter, Megan, saw an opportunity. She proposed a challenge. "I'll give you $1 million if you let me write the story of your first heartbreak on your wall in paint, so no more living with it. What do you say?" I laughed at the absurdity but felt a tug. My first heartbreak, an awkward breakup at a college dance, had haunted me for years. The idea of erasing that pain felt like a cure. And the $1 million was enough to pay off debt, launch a side hustle, and maybe even start my own podcast about mental health and money. The day of the exchange came. Megan's crew set up a canvas on my living room wall. The paint dry, the words, "First heartbreak," bold and unapologetic. I handed over the check. The room felt both empty and liberating. I realized the $1 million wasn't just money, it was a new narrative. I no longer carried the weight of that night. I could step forward, paint my own future, and perhaps even write a story about the day I sold my heartbreak for $1 million. So, would you sell your memories? Or at least a painful chapter, for $1 billion or $1 million? Reddit has the answers. Now, tell me, would you?